Hello everyone, and this is my reaction to Attack on Titan, the final season, episode 25. Last time, Armin and Gabi tried to stop Connie from feeding Falco to his mom. Armin's plan was to jump inside Connie's mouth himself and save Falco that way. But actually, he did it because he still felt a bit of guilt for surviving instead of Irvin. But Connie saved Armin at the last second. And Connie thought about how his mother wanted him to become a great soldier, and just now his friend just stopped him from murdering a child. So I guess they both didn't turn out very good. Armin said he wasn't any better either. And then they're both talking about Annie, how her hardening could have come undone. And then Annie was right next to them eating pie, munching it away. So now Annie has reunited with them. Then Hanji and Levi caught up to Peek and Magath, and now they're working together as well. So now all the groups have come together. Peek managed to get John, Yelena, and Onyankopon from the Jaegerists. So now John's also there too, along with Yelena and Onyankopon. Magath wanted Yelena alive, maybe so he can punish her himself. And after that, they went to find Reiner, and now they all come together to save the world themselves. So it seems like now they're all going to work together to stop Eren, to stop the rumbling, and to save the world. At least it seems like that's what they're going to do. So now former enemies have joined forces to go against the common enemy, right? So let's see how that starts now on Attack on Titan. I hope you enjoyed my reaction to this episode. Please leave a like. Please leave your thoughts in the comments. Please subscribe for more. And with that said, let's get started.
All day and night, I'll sit and sip on the finest liquor money can buy.
Who's this?
I won't care what anyone says about it.
Oh, John, right?
I've gone through.
That was his first plan. But then stuff happened.
John, it's me.
Okay, finally, this is going to be answered now.
You didn't really notice anything. There was nobody at the window. Don't go.
Ooh.
Don't think about it.
Oh.
Just stay put. Stay right here.
He couldn't do it in the end. He couldn't go. He had to go back into the fight.
Hey, John. We're going to try to stop Eren. Killing everyone isn't the answer.
What do you think you can do to stop him?
First off, we have to find more allies. Our ultimate strategy will depend on who we have to work with. But I doubt we'll be able to accomplish anything without at least you guys, plus a few more of the 9. It's safe to say our military is effectively dissolved. I'm not
Yeah.
anybody's superior and I can't give you orders. I can only ask you for help.
I'll do it. Eren's killed too many already.
Mikasa?
I won't sit back and watch him steal more lives. I know he's doing what he believes he has to do to protect us in the island, but I can't let him go through with it.
Whoa.
If we stop Eren now, we'll be guaranteeing the destruction of this island.
Marley will presume that even if they hit us with another surprise attack, we can respond with the rumbling. And that threat will be enough to keep them on.
That's what he did the first time.
You remember Willie Tiger's speech? What's the world gonna do when we prove him right?
Nothing good, I know. But at the very least, this buys us a bit more time. To try
To
to
do
figure
what?
out a better way.
I guess,
Better
yeah.
way. We spent years looking for a better way, and this is where it's gotten us. We did our best, and now we've run out of time. That's the reason Eren decided to...
What he's doing is wrong!
Yeah. Oh.
It's genocide. And I'll be damned if I'm gonna sit here and listen to you try to justify it! I'm sorry.
No.
Really raised my voice.
No.
I can feel the eyes of our fallen comrades watching me. Everyone who gave their hearts and souls to set humanity free.
Just like
Most of them died
Eren
to
did.
learn that past our walls, humankind lived on. But if they'd known, would they want to set our island free and let the rest of the world burn?
There's
Can
Eren
you
over
imagine
there.
any of them being that selfish?
That's the Levi squad.
We'll only get one chance
Mike.
to stop the slaughter. And this is it.
Marco.
In the end, I'll always be a scout.
Night of the end. So that was the night before they saved them.
We've
Yeah.
got gone from trading blows to breaking bread inside of a day, huh? Out of curiosity, what made you change your minds? We would have been able to keep Aaron and Zeke from coming into contact if you hadn't stepped in at the last second and helped them.
Hey.
I'm only repeating what I already told you, General. But nobody here wants to be an accessory to genocide.
So you finally figured out who the good guys are, huh?
Are you kidding?
Don't say like that.
You seriously think you're in the right? You're crazy. You people spent years trying to murder us all, and we're the bad guys because we didn't just roll over and die?
Screw that! We learned to fight like hell because the only other option we had was to let your titans eat us all alive.
We found a way to survive, and now you're gonna call us devils for it?
That's right. You're exactly what we always thought you were.
You had to become that way.
Too long a parody. You finally won your freedom, and we can all see what you're doing with it. What a mess.
Plenty. Not a word about your shock troops destroying Aaron's home and making him watch his mother get eaten alive. That's what started this.
Yeah.
If you want to know why this is happening, go look in the mirror.
Right. Everything was fine till your buddy lost his mom. I guess all those centuries of Marley's people getting ground under Elliot's heel don't count for anything in your mind.
Now you're gonna play the victim over something that happened 2,000 years ago?
Yeah.
It's like talking to a child. It started 2,000 years ago.
Okay, that's enough. If we're gonna be at each other's throats, let's stick to arguing about stuff we live through ourselves. Look, Jean, our friend the General is having a hard time understanding why we're not acting like the devils we are. Giving up our paradise to save a world that wants us dead? What devil in their right mind would do a ridiculous thing like that? Have we gone mad?
Isn't that right?
What
Okay.
it doesn't know is we scouts spent a few months living in that world. So we can never go back to being the ignorant island devils we were.
Can you honestly bring yourself to kill him?
Hmm.
I don't think that's our only option. We can find another way. Exactly what I expected you to say. We're the ones fighting to protect our homeland now, and we're going to do what we need to do. But if we have to kill Aaron to save Marley, you're going to turn on us to try to save your friend. And you know it. Don't you, Mikasa? Tell me I'm wrong. You can't do it, right? You care about nothing more than him. Can you imagine turning against him? If you want me out of the way, then just come out and say it.
Don't, guys. Hey, enough.
Hard.
Levi. Calm down, both of you. What?
I know exactly how you feel, Mikasa. I'm not fighting Aaron because I think the world's worth saving.
Then?
I'm doing it because my dad's in Marley and I don't want him to die. But I can't save him without your help. If you really can change Aaron's mind, that's fine with me. But until you get the chance, we shouldn't be fighting.
Yeah.
Glad you worked that out.
Yep.
And look, our stew's good to go now. Dig in! The Azumabito have a flying boat in the harbor, and they've been planning to take off and observe the rumbling from the air.
Ooh.
We can use that to get close to the founding titan.
Where is Jaeger going first?
I don't know.
Yelena.
Kiss my ass.
Hmm?
What makes you think I'll reverse course now and help you Marley and Swine save your godforsaken hellhole of a country? How about the fact that it's your only chance of seeing another sunrise?
That won't work. She doesn't want to live.
Are you gonna let your country get flattened just to spite the Marley and Swine?
It's a fair question.
Yeah.
The answer is yes. Because she's a purebred Marleyan pig herself.
You really caught us off guard with the Liberio raid, Yelena. But we got a bigger surprise when we looked into your past.
What?
You were born and raised in a typical Marleyan family, but you wrote yourself a new life story when you met Zeke. One where you were from an annexed territory. It evolved into a grand fantasy about saving the world with your prince. And in time, you hoped your fairy tale would find its way into the history books. Your commitment to the lie is honestly impressive.
Save the world.
Those might be the sweetest, most alluring words a person could hear. Who wouldn't want to imagine themselves as the savior of hundreds of millions of innocent lives?
Is this
To
why
wash
you
the
helped
bitterness
Zeke?
of hatred out of their mouths with the honey taste of righteousness. From where I sit, it looks like that's exactly what all of you are doing right now.
Wait, is that is the information available? Hanji's too.
Do you know how many Eldians were devoured by pure Titans because of that? And Annie Lanhart, I hear you killed more than a few Survey Corps members in your time. And that's before we get into all the innocents you trampled trying to fight your way out of Stowhouse. But let's not forget the brave liberators of Paradis. There's Armin, the level-headed one, who seems far too kind to cause the sort of bloodbath he did at that harbor in Marley.
How high do you think you could step?
Not to sell the rest of you short. Everyone gave a heroic performance in Liberia. Jean most of all. Little Falco here threw himself in front of you to protect the cart. But you didn't let that stop you from firing your Thunder Spear, did you?
She saw all of it.
You thought you'd all made it out clean. Until Gabi gunned down Sasha. What a sweetheart that girl was.
And to you, she was family.
Losing her must have been more painful than I could imagine.
Yeah, it was hard.
This stew's pretty good, Hanji.
She's not even hearing. He's not even hearing any of it.
Oh, we've got more than enough, so don't be shy.
That was a strange cut.
I want to thank you for this, Yelena. You're baiting us into airing out our grudges so we can get it out of our systems and get our heads on straight.
Okay.
You'd have had someone to vent to yourself if you hadn't blown all your friends' brains out to keep your fantasy alive. Now you've got nothing but a head full of cutting remarks and a death wish.
You had mention another name. Marco.
How does she know?
As I recall, you told me Annie had something to do with his death, didn't you?
You too. Oh
I
no.
stole a Zodiac here and left him where the Titans could get to him. Marco got eaten because of me.
Annie was only following the orders I was giving her.
There we go. It's finally out in the open.
During the fight in Trost, Marco overheard me and Bertolt discussing something secret. I figured nobody would think twice about a scout getting eaten by a Titan. I tackled him onto a roof,
He wasn't even scout by then.
and I ordered Annie to strip off his ODM gear. Then, we just left him there. Marco was stranded on that rooftop without a rig, and a Titan got to her.
Now they know what happened.
He asked why I wasn't willing to talk to him.
I think that question still applies. We haven't been willing to talk. We all just started fighting.
Yeah.
Assumed it had to be to the death.
Yeah. No one else had tried
We can
talking.
still change that.
Except Armin,
A little
maybe.
while ago, we were all ready to kill each other, and now here we are, talking.
I like the circle.
Something, right? To think we'd all be sitting around a campfire, sharing a meal with people we once called enemies.
And then a switch flipped and I couldn't figure out why it was happening. I just snapped, flew into a rage, hell-bent on avenging Marco.
Huh?
Cut down the Titan myself.
We get it, Reiner. You're saying the guilt of carrying out your mission screwed.
No.
I'm truly worthless.
I said we get it.
Dang it. Jean doesn't want to talk about it.
I'm sorry.
Oh! I thought he had something else in his hand. John didn't want to do this, but he pushed him. Enough.
Easy, man.
Calm him down. Gabi!
I'm sorry. We came here to kill everyone on Paradis. We wanted to stage a massacre. No prisoners. We thought the world might forgive us for the sins of the Eldian Empire. If we wiped you out, they'd recognize us as good Eldians who saved them from the Island Devils. And now my mom and dad, and everyone back in Liberia. I'm gonna lose them all because of what I did.
Oh.
I understand I have no right to ask anything of any of you, but we can't save our families without your help. So please, please don't let our homes get trampled. I'm begging you.
Oh man. So many character moments coming out in this episode.
We're begging you.
We're begging you.
We're begging you.
Okay, guys, stop.
Begging you.
Jean, say something.
Where are you going, Jean?
Hey! Wait, I just poured you a fresh bowl!
My guys. He wants to say something.
Please shut up.
Levi.
We need to get moving.
Wait, you're really gonna help us?
Of course. Let's go.
Okay, good.
Get your mopey ass up already, Reiner. Your stupid face fixed itself hours ago. Gabi. I'm sorry about kicking you. You okay?
I'm tougher than I might look. It's fine.
I'm glad. Reiner, you're not getting an apology.
I'm good with that.
How about me?
Nope.
It's the harbor. The Jaegerists beat us there.
Ah.
They've captured it. They
Shoot.
must have gotten one of the trains up and running. There are tons of soldiers posted all over the port.
Was oh no. They have to kill me. Flock has her, of course. And it's gonna end right here. They didn't play the opening in this episode at all. And good thing too, because I would have felt out of place again. Jiyunandakara. Information available for public disclosure. Hanji stew, made with ingredients pilfered from nearby villages. This stew, cooked by Hanji, contains a generous amount of potatoes to help fill the stomach. Sasha would love to have that. And I can't believe they did it about a stew of all things. I guess it's not too much to reveal now. We had another slow episode. The whole episode was just basically the group sitting in a campfire talking. And it did slow down a bit and I felt like not too much happened, but I think there were some emotions that had to just be taken out of that before we could start working together. Because it's only been a day since they were all fighting each other and now suddenly they had to work together to stop Eren. Yeah, they just couldn't do that right away. Some stuff were going to get in the way and they just needed to get all that out there. So it was slow and nothing too much happened. Just spent a night around having stew, but I think now they can finally get something done. So the final group was Hanji, Levi, Peak, Magath, Armin, Connie, Annie, Falco, Gabi, Jean, and Reiner. I think I got everything. Oh, and Mikasa also. Yeah, so that's the group that's now going to try and stop Eren and save the world. So first actually goes to the previous night. I was actually wondering last time how they actually found each other and talked it out. So Hanji actually came to Jean in the middle of the night and told them about their plan and everything. And then Peak showed up and then that's how they got him out of there. Along with Yelena and Onyankopon. Oh yeah, Yelena and Onyankopon were there as well. And I just noticed that Onyankopon is the only person that didn't actually say anything at all in the episode. He just sat there and listened to the whole thing. He'd never anything to say himself. He just reacted a bit when they talked a bit more about Yelena. So then after that, they all got together and they talked about a few things. So first, John and Magath had a discussion about them being the devils and all that. And Hanji broke it up and said that Magath just doesn't understand why they're not acting like the devils he always thought they were. Gabi probably thought the same thing when she first came there as well, and that's what led her to realize that there were actually no devils over there. And now it seems like he's fine doing that himself. And they decided that they all had to die instead of just... Oh yeah, so and then finally So afterwards, when Yelena finally started talking about each and everything, finally Marco came back up, and Annie's going to tell him how she took Marco's odium gear, but then Reiner interrupted her and said that she was only doing it because he ordered her to do it, and yeah, and then last thing Marco said was, "Why are you in such a hurry to kill me? We haven't even tried to talk it out." Nobody actually tried to talk it out. They just assumed that the only thing they had to do was to kill each other. And I'm kind of glad that finally came up. And it's a problem in this world over here too. Nobody actually tries to talk. They just go all out saying that they have to take out the other side and all that. No talking happens, and it's just so sad that people just don't do something so simple. Like if they just talked, then they could have just avoided an unnecessary conflict. Well, I'm not sure how much they could have done, but it would at least done something instead of just automatically deciding that fighting was the only viable answer. Yeah, and now they're finally doing that, and they're now talking it out. So, so apparently Reiner, so because of the whole split personality thing, after Marco got eaten, he went and killed that same Titan himself. Jean wanted Reiner to stop talking because he didn't want to think too much about it. But after he kept talking, Jean just went to Reiner and started punching him himself. And then when Armin and Connie tried to stop him, he tried kicking him, and then he accidentally kicked Gabi instead. And then Gabi told them about how she just wanted praise and everything, and how she'd know about all this, and how all she wants is to save her family from being crushed by the Titans, and that's all they want. Both her and Falco beg them to do it. And then what else? So let's go over the things that Yelena talked about. So about Marco, and then about how, oh yeah, so she talked about how Falco told him not to kill Peak, but Jean was just going to do it anyway. And then about how Armin killed the people at the harbor. He didn't like that one bit. I think Armin was tearing up even before he transformed. Like just before he transformed, I think he teared up a bit, and then he just killed everybody. And the view was not something he liked to see. And then about Gabi killing Sasha, and then what else was there? Yeah, I think that's about it. And actually, so normally they would try to just get it all out of the system, but they didn't have to because Yelena was doing it for them. So she actually helped out in that regard. And just hang on, there's a bit about Yelena that I want to see. So when Yelena first introduced herself, she said her home was taken over by Marley, but as it turns out, she's actually a purebred Marleyan herself. So when she met Zeke, she just created a fantasy from herself that she was actually from an annexed nation that became part of Marley. So and so she just made herself an illusion where she could help Zeke save the world. Save the world. I guess that notion just got the better of her and she wanted to do it. She convinced herself that she wasn't actually from Marley, and that and that she was actually helping them save the world from Marley. But oh well. So she actually told herself a delusion and kept believing it all this time. That's what she did. So let's see. So after they finally got everything out of the system, after they all sat there and had stew, they were finally all set to go to the port and take the ship. Jean apologized to Gabi for kicking her, but he didn't apologize to Reiner. Annie asked, but he didn't answer. And now it looks like they have a battle ahead of them. The Aegis have taken over the port and they have Kiyomi at gunpoint. Flock does anyway. So now they're going to have to fight against the Aegis to take by the ports and get back the ship so that they can go and catch up to the Founding Titan. So they don't know exactly where the Founding Titan is going first, so they have to go and catch it fast. So I guess next episode we're going to see how they take down the port, so let's see how that turns out then. And not too much may have happened in this episode, but I'm glad we had this now instead of creating some drama a bit later on, so that was nice. Thank you for watching my reaction to this episode, and I will see you all next time. Bye.